Yeah, the countdown to summer continues. It's only one day away, even though our weather right now feels like we're in the middle of summer. So yeah, enjoy the pools today. They're open, they're ready for you. We're in the 70s for most of the morning, but by midday, around lunchtime, we're getting into the low 80s. Don't stop there. Upper 80s on the way this afternoon, which is slightly hotter than yesterday, but still tracking low humidity, and that means no heat index. Also means no passing cloud cover for us. So take some precautions. We have a very high UV index today, up to an 8. Meaning if you don't put on sunscreen, you might burn in as little as 15 to 25 minutes. So grab the sunblock, grab the shades today, of course. Stay hydrated with the water bottles at the ready. Wear light-colored and loose-fitting clothing to reflect the sunlight back and beat the heat a bit. As for taking breaks, go in the air conditioning, or at least in shady spots if you're going to be working outside for a time. And as you get out of the car, checking the back seat to make sure everyone is getting out with you. We have a sunset milestone today. It will go down at 8:40 this evening, marking 15 hours and 22 minutes of daylight, one of our longer amounts of daylight for the year, and appropriate as the summer solstice is just tomorrow. 55 in Madison with full sunshine, 62 in Baraboo, a little hazy in Camp Douglas at 54 now, 58 in Montello, 55 for Lone Rock, 64 in Mineral Point. So full sunshine will continue into the afternoon. A light wind out of the east will be the saving grace for eastern Wisconsin to not get as hot. Lake Michigan water temps are in the 60s, so we're tapping into that air right there, getting us to 85 for a high in Johnson Creek and Fort Atkinson. Meanwhile, farther westward, we'll get a little hotter. 87 in Oregon, 88 in Janesville and Beloit, 87 in New Glarus and Verona, topping off at 87 in Poinet and Columbus, 89 in Sauk City, 88 in the Dells with Portage, 87 in Boston, 88 in Reedsburg and Prairie du Chien, 87 for Dodgeville, and a high of 89 in Spring Green. Zooming out, you can see we're not alone with the heat. It's sprawling across the Great Lakes and upper Midwest. Check out the Central Plains, 93 in Sioux Falls today, 99 in Fargo, North Dakota. So hotter weather is going to approach, and it's a pretty long-lived stretch of upper 80s and 90s in our forecast. High pressure keeps us dry. This has been the setup the last several weeks with that high over the central and eastern Great Lakes, close enough to home to deflect any incoming storm systems. But getting into the weekend, that high should lose its grip just enough that we'll start to see some showers and storms approach with this low pressure system that starts to move in getting later into the weekend. So I think at this point, Saturday night through Sunday, several rounds of showers and storms looking more likely now, and we'll take every drop we can get as we're now in a moderate drought. 88 today with a dry setup, sunny skies, slightly hazy and slightly hotter. Down to 62 tonight, and tomorrow for the first day of summer, high of 89, still low humidity. 89 Thursday, 90 on Friday, 92 Saturday, the hottest weather of the forecast. And it gets a little more humid this weekend too. That'll fire up those showers and storms by Saturday night to Sunday. That comes in along a cold front, so we'll kick off next work week much more mild in the low 80s.